Hey Shafter family, Mr. Morrison back with you here on this Mental Health Awareness Week. This is the last time we're going to get to talk together by video. You're always welcome to talk together with me. But I've talked about so far about my own struggles. I let you guys know that there were a couple times in my life where I considered not having life anymore and actually taking that away, removing myself from the picture, and how scary a time that was. We've talked about the signs of knowing when you're in a depressed place, when you might want to reach out for help. And we've talked about what it's like to reach out for help, how that can be a scary thing, but so much a rewarding thing. So I encourage you to go back and look at those couple of videos that kind of walked us through that process. I shared my story with you about how I was in a super deep place, but how the story doesn't end that way. How I love who I am now. I love the job that I do and the people that I do it with. And it would be tough to imagine me making a decision to not allow that to happen by deciding that I didn't need my life anymore. So I'm glad that I did. I'm glad that I reached out. It's still a process, but it's a process I enjoy now. So I want to share with you guys what it's like after you reach out for help, that's the scariest part. I get it. I know it. But once you get past that point, there are people to help you. It's still a process. It doesn't bring your heart joy overnight, but it's a huge relief to tell somebody what you're feeling. And I know there's a stigma to mental struggles. You might be afraid that people are going to look differently at you. For the most part, people are going to look differently at you, but in a good way. They're going to say, here's somebody who is strong enough to admit when they need help, which we all need, let's be honest. So it's a decision that shows strength, and people are going to recognize that, and people are going to help you through. So for me, after I reached out to my military buddies, my men's group that I'm a part of at the church that I go out to, I found a lot of support, a lot of love, a lot of care. Honestly, no judgment. We all expect there to be judgment, but there wasn't any. And from that point on, I was able to get connected with counselors, with people who were able to talk with me and help me see what I was going through wasn't the end. They helped me to evaluate myself, to weigh the evidence. You know, if I'm having a bad day, if I'm feeling like I'm not worth it or somebody doesn't like me, what's the evidence for that? And what's the evidence against that? You know, I got tools to be able to sit down and really think about what are my thoughts and are they true? And so when you talk with someone, when you reach out, it's a partnership that doesn't go away. You have people to talk to. You have trained people who can give you these tools to help you get through. And that's what you need. You need people who are trained. You need people who have been through it. Come see me, please. Because not everybody understands. And honestly, that's the most difficult part about reaching out, is that when you get to that point, you've already experienced people who don't understand, people who haven't been there. They mean well, they love you, but they don't understand. And so they might say things like, well, just be happy. Why are you choosing to be depressed? Seriously, who chooses to be depressed? But people think it's a choice, not realizing it's an injury. It's something that takes time to heal from, and something that might always be there with you. But that's okay, because when you reach out to the right people who understand, you can get the tools to deal with that. Just like you reach out to a doctor if you break your leg. I hope you reach out to a doctor. It's the same thing. You need people who understand, people who know the healing process and how to guide you through that. I have been fortunate to be connected with a great military counselor, great civilian counselors, and honestly, people on this campus, people on the Shafter campus who have dealt with mental struggles and had a hard time, that have made me feel like I'm not alone. And those same people are here. One just walked by and waved to me, who are able to help you through this. That's what they're there for. It's what they want to be there for. So it is super important to reach out. We all have struggles of different kinds. No two are the same, but a lot of them fall into that same path, that same category of we just need someone to talk to. And if you are someone who thinks that a friend of yours or a family member of yours is struggling mentally with depression or some other kind of struggle, understand that you don't understand all of it. You might have been through some of it, but everybody's different. And we have to be careful trying to help people that we don't fully understand their experience. Not that it's not meant in love. Continue to love them as you normally would, but also encourage them to reach out. Encourage them to get help, maybe help them find the resources. Here at our counseling office here, we have lots of resources, people, other avenues of ways to get help, so I encourage you to do that. So I've talked a long time today. We've talked about my struggles, about my reaching out, about how it can happen to even a normal person like me. I try to say that with a straight face. We're all a little unnormal, aren't we? But reach out. Come see me, look me up. I've been there. And there are other people that have been there too, that you might find that can be a great ally for you. So that's all I got today. Mr. Morrison signing off for you. But let's not make mental health awareness just a week. We need to be a community all year long. You know, here at Shafter, we pride ourselves in our sports, and our activities, and our grades, and the pride that we take daily on campus. Let's take pride as a community. And part of that is taking care of each other. Back to my military days, no man left behind. But here on campus, there's no man, no woman, no student left behind. That's my goal, that's our goal. So we can do that together. So that said, that's all I got for you. I love you guys. Come see me, come talk to me, and we will get through this together. That's my promise to you. See you guys.